What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We just got a whole bunch of new information on season 2 of The Terminal List. So in today's video, we're going to be going over everything we know about season 2, everything from potential release dates to the actual plot and storyline of season 2. We're going to be going over all of it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to show your support and to get more videos just like this one. But if for any reason at all you guys don't enjoy this video, please feel free to hit that dislike button and make sure you leave me a comment down below letting me know what I can do to improve my future videos. Any and all feedback is greatly appreciated here. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump straight into this video. So first off, just before the premiere of season 1 of The Terminal List, there was an interview done with Chris Pratt and a separate interview done with Jack Carr. And both interviewers asked them the same question, and that question was, of course, will there be a season 2 of The Terminal List? Because that's what everyone is dying to know right now. And both Jack Carr and Chris Pratt actually had very similar answers. Jack Carr said that obviously season 2, he'd like to do several more seasons of this show, but it really comes down to Chris Pratt and Amazon, whether Amazon greenlights a second season and if Chris Pratt is available and interested in doing more after the first season. And then Chris Pratt actually said that there's nothing else he'd rather be doing than The Terminal List. This kind of role is what he always dreamed of doing. So he's absolutely going to be down for it as long as his schedule allows it. So he said that it mostly just comes down to Amazon and whether or not they greenlight a second season. And now that is very important to know because both Jack Carr and Chris Pratt made it very clear that whether or not Amazon was going to greenlight a second season really came down to how well the first season performed. And as we all now know, season 1 performed amazingly well, being one of, if not the most successful shows on Amazon Prime Video. Amazon Prime is kind of desperate for originals. That's really the main thing that every streaming platform is going for right now. They all want to have the next Stranger Things be on their platform. So all the streaming platforms are pushing originals really hard. And Amazon Prime's not really hit a super big original. Certainly not anything like Stranger Things. Now, obviously, they have the Lord of the Rings show coming out here soon, and that has potential to do very well. But really, with there being such a big push for originals right now, Amazon would be pretty crazy not to greenlight a second season of The Terminal List after seeing how well the first season performed. But here's where stuff starts to get really juicy. Just a few days ago, Jack Carr did an interview with the Daily Mail, and this is what he had to say about season 2. Chris Pratt really wants to do it, and Amazon also really wants to do it, but it could still fall apart. It would be an 8-part series based on the second book, True Believer. Chris Pratt is currently negotiating his return for season 2, but one of his stipulations may be less of a workload given how focused every moment of season 1 was on him. Jack Carr said, "We almost killed Chris on that first season. He carried the weight of the entire show on his shoulders, but never complained once. Virtually every scene was just him. It was a lot of work. I've worked on a couple subplots to take the pressure off of him in the next season." So a lot of fantastic news in there and also some potentially not great news in there. Obviously, if you've seen the first season, it is a lot of Chris Pratt. He is in basically every scene, so it does make sense that that would be an insane workload for him. He really worked hard on that first season. So it does make sense that he would want a bit less of a workload for the second season. So Jack Carr is working on a couple subplots to take the pressure off of Chris Pratt, which means there'll be fewer scenes with Chris and obviously his character James Reese, which has potential to really suck or be cool. It could be really cool to explore some other characters a bit deeper, but I mean, there's, shows that have the subplots. A lot of times those episodes that are heavy on focusing on other characters can kind of feel like wasted time, where it's just, you have this main story that's really progressing with the main character, and then all of a sudden there's one episode that's just this completely unrelated thing with a different character that doesn't actually advance the plot whatsoever, and those can really feel like a lot of wasted time, especially in an 8-part series where we're all going to be desperate for more episodes. It would suck to have like 2 out of those 8 episodes not even be hardly about James Reese. But of course, we'll just have to wait and see. There is a chance that these subplots could be amazing. The fact that they're being worked on by Jack Carr himself is a very good sign that they'll be awesome. But it definitely looks like we will be getting a season 2. Chris Pratt wants to do it, Jack Carr wants to do it, and Amazon wants to do it. And Amazon's currently in negotiations with Chris Pratt on his return for season 2. So I would be very surprised if we didn't hear about season 2, some like official information about season 2 here very soon. Now, the sad thing is that I really don't know how long this is going to take. Season 1 was multiple years in the making. Now, it was right in the middle of COVID, so that definitely slowed things down for him a bit, but it definitely could be a few years before we see season 2, but I'm really hoping that's not the case. And obviously, for those of us who have already read True Believer, the second book in the series, you know exactly where the plot is going. For the sake of spoilers, I'm not going to go into any of that here on this video, but you can expect the second season to be done very similarly to how the first season was, where it is based on the book and very similar to the book, but with a few twists and turns to keep you on the edge of your seat, even if you've already read the book and know what happens. And then obviously, of course, there'll be a few subplots like Jack Carr mentioned earlier. But it is super cool that season 2's not even been officially announced or really even given the green light yet, and we already know that it's going to be an 8-part series. The fact they've already discussed things enough to know how many episodes they would do is a really good sign that season 2 is on its way. But that's all the information I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for checking this video out. If you have any other questions about the Terminal List or Season 2 or any more information that I may have missed here in the video, make sure you leave it down in the comment section. I will be reading all the comments and doing my best to respond to all of them. So make sure you guys let me know your thoughts down below. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video.